of the makings of a peace deal, or at least a framework between the United States and Iran. Doug Flynn here to explain it all from Flynn Zito Capital Management. How do you think the market does see all of this? It's just kind of like a relief rally or sell-off in oil, like get this thing out of the way?
Well, yeah, I just want to take a moment. We crossed it today. You remember this old thing?
Did we?
Actually, we crossed it. We probably aren't going to close there, but we
49,934. Oh, but did we cross 50 again?
We did, and that is the first time in 3 months to the day that we've seen 50,000 on the Dow. So everything else is at an all-time high. The Dow is about 1% below that, but that magical number is there.
You had that hat backwards for a while.
Yeah. We had it on the shelf for a while, to be honest with you. But here we are, and hopefully it stays there and above it and moves from there. But I think that's really it. It's a combination of the AI trade back in vogue today. The oil coming down certainly does help, but earnings are really the key. When you look past all this, the earnings on the companies that are coming out are just gangbusters and better than anyone really expected. So you bake all that in, and then, of course, if this deal sticks, we can finally look to oil prices continuing to go down and then staying down, and then eventually the gas prices will come down.
Eventually. So that brings me to the point. I was reading some of the stuff that came out of that Milken conference out in L.A. they have every year, all the big wigs. You and I don't get invited to things like this, but their basic takes seem to be, all right, it's going to be okay. Forget about the war, essentially. Focus on AI. It's going to be okay. I'll go back to the telestrator. This is the number, though, that regular people that aren't at Milken are focused on. 454, up 52%. Yeah. So you're saying eventually. It takes a while.
It does. It takes a little bit of, I mean, look, you are still dealing with the recent spike, so you could possibly see another 10 or 15% up before it kind of levels out. But even if you don't get that, leveling out is the first key here.
Right.
And then if this sticks, you'll finally start to see it come down. Now, the president says, you know, gas prices are going to drop like a rock. Now, he may be right on oil prices, but the delay on the gas prices is there. It's going to take a while. So those are not necessarily going to drop like a rock. And the first has to start with oil prices for sure.
Go to these numbers at the close. Thank you, Doug. As always, 4 p.m. Eastern Time.